This is ThreadTalkz.
Join us on a journey through whispers of the web. What secret will you hide from your family and take to the grave?
But if you're still out there looking for the answer, we don't have it.
Welcome to another episode, and it has been consistent every week. Yay!
Yeah, it's definitely been not easy with our busy schedules, but somehow we make it work.
Yep. And this is our 6th episode in ThreadTalkz. So let's begin.
Okay, so I got a pretty interesting story for you today. The title is I slept with my daughter's ex-boyfriend. He got me pregnant and I had an abortion. They got back together and got married.
Wait a minute. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting right off the bat.
All right, let's see what happened.
Okay, so let's get this story started. This was back in, let me think, maybe 1997. I was 38 and my daughter was 18, and she was dating Harry, who was 24. I was an alcoholic and dabbled in other drugs, mostly cocaine. I was not a good person, let alone mother.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I was abusive to my daughter or anything, but I was generally inattentive and cared more about my alcohol and drugs than her, especially in her teen years. I am 14 years sober now. Wow. At least she's sober now.
Just the context going.
I disapproved of my daughter dating Harry, but I never told her why. He would flirt with me.
What? So that's why she's disapproving.
Well, yeah, so far, I guess.
Okay.
And the age difference also creeped me out. Also, he was an alcoholic and drug user, just like me. She broke up with him over his alcoholism. So he was pretty bad too. So him and the mom were already messed up. Definitely not a good mix.
Go ahead.
Soon after, she moved away. Not too far, but regardless, she didn't live with me anymore. Harry kept calling me and asking if we wanted to get drinks. I turned him down, but then one day he said he had a bunch of coke and I couldn't resist. Of course you couldn't. He came over, we did the coke, and we ended up having sex. He was a very good looking guy. He looked a lot like that ridiculous 80s Justin Bieber picture that was on the front page today. That is actually what made me think about him. Wait, what 80s Justin Bieber picture?
I don't know.
I don't know what she's talking about.
Justin Bieber is like 2000s. Yep. I think so.
Anyways, for the next few months, maybe like 3 to 4 months, he would sometimes come over and we would have sex and do drugs and get drunk together. Any drug addict knows what that is like to have a drug addict buddy in that way. I guess. Then I got pregnant. I knew it.
Not supposed to be there.
I knew it was by him. I had sex without a condom a few times stupidly. Of course you did. I never told him I was pregnant, and I went and got an abortion and kept it a secret. Ooh.
I know. There is no word any.
That is just insane. That is like some. I don't want to say it, but that is some insane stuff.
Okay.
Anyways, I stopped seeing him after that. It was too weird. I also got sober for like 4 months before relapsing. Fast forward 2 years, and my daughter contacts me and tells me that she got
That's it.
yeah, that she got back with Harry and that he is fully sober. I was mortified, honestly. He was gonna tell her that we slept together and she is going to hate me for life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I definitely would.
Uh,
They came what?
because I think she got pregnant. Right?
That's what makes it
no, because they
crazier.
broke up. So even they're playing around in that time, they're not really sharing the guy. And
Yeah,
that
they're
time.
not. Yeah, they weren't sharing like at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still pretty messed up overall. They came over one day and said hi, and when my daughter was gone, Harry told me that there is no reason to tell her about what happened, and I agreed.
Mm.
It's been 16 years of marriage on their part. Oh, shoot.
Wow.
And they have a kid together. Harry got cancer, then beat it. I got sober, and that's basically it. Okay.
Mm.
That's a pretty weird story already. I don't see them very often. They live in Texas, and
There
I
you
live
go.
on the East Coast. Okay, so it can't be too weird. But whenever I do, there is always that tension between me and Harry. It's literally the first thing that comes to either of our minds. I can just tell. Not like sexual tension, like why did we have to do that? What the fuck is wrong with this kind of tension? Yeah, that's definitely what I would be thinking. What the fuck is wrong with you? I think about this often, especially when I see my grandson. I always think that could have been my son if things had gone differently. But wow, what a disaster that would have been if I decided to keep that child.
Wow.
And that's the end of the story.
Sit down.
Talk about some drama.
I know. That is like every time that there's a family reunion, they're like, shut.
Yeah,
I'll be
right?
like, remember that time. But this comment is like exactly how I'm thinking when I'm reading this Reddit post. He says, firstly, what the fuck? Secondly, what the fuck? And thirdly, this is why I'm not on this subreddit. Oh my god. So there's a lot of crazy.
Yeah, the other
that's
one is,
everybody
and
show.
this is the reason I come here. God damn.
Wait, it says neglect equals abusive. And what are you? I don't want to say that. It's like, Jesus, what a story. Thanks for sharing. Say 10 Hail Marys and all is forgiven. But, cause back to the story, do they had kid? Or
Who?
I think she said that they
No,
did.
she got pregnant, but she
But
had
she-
an.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right.
This comment this is what I was thinking.
Right.
And they're like, Jerry.
That's what you're Jerry for. But
Yeah, mad Jerry Springer moment.
that's definitely the one of interesting story that we had in the family affair. Let us know in the comment, like, what do you think these two people thinking aside from what she said when they see each other in in gatherings and all that.
Yeah, and do you think it was a good idea to keep it a secret for so long? She said it's already
Nah.
been like 16 years.
Yeah.
Well, when this post
I hope
was
they're not
written.
doing footsies. But that's it for now.
Yeah, please don't forget to like and follow us on YouTube or follow us on Spotify.
And next our episode next week. Bye.
Bye.